What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 57 Civs AI only world battle. Now, this is my second attempt at this episode. It broke last time, which is a bit concerning. Hopefully it won't happen again. If it does, you won't see this, so I don't know if that matters, but hopefully it'll be fine this time. I just need to be more careful with when I move the mouse. I think it was Egypt. I can't remember. I think it was Egypt for some reason. No, it must have been somebody else. It was some civ that has a lot of units, finally declared a war, and everything sort of broke when they moved. It might have been Brazil. Yeah, I think it was Brazil. But it was somebody, regardless. I'm sure we'll find out sooner or later. I think I was 7 minutes in when it crashed. So yeah, one of the civs declared a war, moved a lot of units. It is always a concern. It's why I like there to be more non-stop wars, because there's less units around. Because when the units build up, that is the biggest issue. Like, it's when a civ with just, if all their borders are full of units and they attack someone, that's when there's a problem normally. That's the biggest cause of like an issue. So hopefully we won't have that again. If we do, we could be in trouble. But yeah, I'll try my best. Keep it going. We'll see what happens. If not, we can just do the vote, of course, if it all goes horribly wrong. Korea's still making good progress. They didn't quite conquer Beshbalik in the north. I was going to say that's the second time they've done that, but it's not. It's the first. I just saw it last time as well. But yeah, they did grab the city to the south off of Mongolia, so that's a good start for them. And Spain, what are you up to, Spain? I saw a list, an interesting comment. I saw it a bit late, but of ranking weight someone thought the civs were, which I thought was quite interesting, and always it's good to get a different opinion. Obviously, my opinion, I sort of just followed what the score list told me, but yeah, Spain was up there, and I can see why. Spain looked very good, and something just happened. Siam just died to Ethiopia, so they're gone. Indonesia and France versus Carthage, not so important. Japan with a lot of units down here. I'm not sure who exactly they're going after or where they're heading off to. Bit of a trip for them, somewhere new. We'll see where they end up. New research agreement. Congo v South Africa still ongoing, and it looks like I don't even know who's won this. There's been winners and losers. The Congo have currently gained 2, lost 1. No, yeah, they've gained Pretoria and Johannesburg, which was also a big gain because it was small. It was quite a big city, Johannesburg. But then they lost Kilwa, so I don't know. And I think they will lose Madagascar at some point in this episode. There is now an infantry unit on its way. And Burundi completes the Manhattan Project. So there you go. This small nation has one. Maybe they will be like the North Korea of this world. Just a tiny nation with nukes, or Israel. Someone like that. I'm just thinking of civs that have nukes in the Earth 2014 mod. I don't know. Maybe it's changed now. Maybe some new countries have them. I don't know. Not that would, be a great bit of news, but it happens. Life moves on, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying not to move it as much, so apologies, just because I'm cautious, but I can't remember who it was, which is pretty bad. It could have been anyone in Europe, to be honest. They all have, like, this area, Western Europe, is full of units, so it could have been anywhere there. I think it was Brazil, though. Or it could have just been the lots of other civs, obviously, at War 2. The Iroquois going after Texas here with not so much success just yet. They keep putting that city really low on health, but they're not getting into it or into any of the others on that note. And the Chinook end their turn. Here we go, 4 minutes. This is the turn. Something big's going to happen. Something big's going to break out. And I need to make sure not to click anything when it happens. We'll see what it is. Well, normally, you never know. Maybe the AI will change their mind. It's very rare on a few turns basis. Over a whole game, my alternate battles, I think, when I've done those, did show that, you can get some different results. Particularly the first one I did. Obviously, the second one was going to be completely different because I removed different civs. But the first one I did, it did show that eventually, you give it long enough, things will play out differently. And that might be some of the, even just the random elements of the game, but still. Some things did play out slightly differently. Songhai piecing out with France. Not that was a big war I was aware of or we'd seen anything happening, but there you go. I mean, they're two fairly good sized civs, maybe both between 10 and 20th spot. I wouldn't put either of them maybe in my top 10. I don't know, maybe the Songhai will end up in there. I don't know. Mongolia obviously falling away from the list. South Africa, I don't really know if they're increasing or going down at the moment. It's hard to tell. But yeah, and France themselves, like, they're not super bad. They just don't have enough. They're not big enough. If they could somehow do something, I don't know what they would do, but like, it would really help if they could do something. Okay, we've got 2 minutes till it broke last time. I'm just trying to think, would it be this turn or next turn? And what was it? It's normally an AI with alloy units declaring war for the first time. It might have been that. That feels like it. I'm not going to click anything. Don't stop spinning globe. Come on, get past Brazil's turn. You can do this. I feel like it wasn't that though. I don't know. But either way, it did crash once. Which is why there wasn't a Friday video, as well as there was none at the weekend, but there was meant to be one of these on Friday. It's just, you know, I was recording, it was the last time I could record, and it just crashed. I was like, okay, well, I can't start again now. It's taken a while. I'm not going to move. Just going to brave it out. Come on. The globe's still spinning. Don't crash. You can get through this. Come on, PC. You've done harder things before. But as you can see, Brazil... Yeah, it must have been this, because Brazil's turn... There we go, we get through it. I won't even look. Brazil, I'm not even going to look at it, because Brazil can't conquer anything off the Inca, don't worry. I think they'll go after the Falkland Islands. I missed that the first time, actually. Oh no, it must have been something else. I don't know. Benin versus Persia as well. I think it's just if I try to do anything in Brazil's turn. It's not too happy about that for some reason. But yeah, we won't look. But Brazil, they might go for the Falkland Islands, but they won't be conquering anything else. Oh, Benin. Okay, maybe it's just I've clicked. I feel like now everything is going to break. Please no. Okay, oh no, it's working, just very, very slowly. I don't want to click on anything right now. It's worrying, we might just have to change the style of how I do these things, that's fine. Manhattan Project for the Corral. A lot of wars against Persia, none of them too important. Okay, no, if I drag it around it seems to work okay. But yeah, Benin took a while for whatever reason. Seems to be working again fine for now, at least. But we'll just keep an eye on it. Brazil and Benin, for whatever reason. Maybe when Civs have just declared war. That might be what it is. Just seems to be holding it up a little bit. But we've made it beyond 7 minutes. I nearly jinxed it. We're on 7:59. There we go. We're over. We should be safe now, he says. Yeah, 2 Sicilies joining against Persia. Nothing too serious just yet, though. But yeah, Brazil, they won't get to the rest of the Inca. They might get to this island, but that's it. They won't grab anything out of the mainland. I'm loving what Japan are doing. I'm just hopeful that they're still around at the end, because Korea could obviously still be quite a threat to them. Not the sort of naval power you'd want Korea. Japan could probably rival them, although actually maybe not. But either way, Japan is arguably now second in the world, depending on what sort of way you're going to judge it. I guess the Iroquois and Korea are maybe fighting for that better. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe third. That's a bit harsh on the North Americans. They are still doing really well. Like, you know, if demographics was deciding, I guess the Iroquois would still be winning over Korea. I'm not sure how long that'll be, but for now, at least Korea second to the Iroquois. Kind of. I think score also has them just about second as well. By about 10 points. Like, not much in it, you know, one turn. Maybe one good turn in it. You know, if Korea take another city off Mongolia, they probably take the lead kind of thing. I don't think it's that big a difference. Definitely still a lot to be played for, I think, at the moment. In fact, here's the Iroquois' turn. Of course, they are doing their own war. It's not going too successfully, although they have lowered the city defense of El Paso now to in the red as well. But again, nothing great. Texas actually responded and may end up grabbing Cuba off them, so they've got to be careful. But we'll see. Their turn is actually still ongoing, so don't get your hopes up just yet, Texas fans. It could still all unravel fairly quickly. I mean, eventually the Iroquois will beat Texas. They have the numbers. Like, eventually, if they keep going, can Texas survive long enough to get to a peace deal? A lot of peace deals there for the Songhai. Russia versus Persia. Does not matter too much. The Inca, their turn. Denmark. I'm not going to move too much if nothing goes on, so apologies for that. But yeah, we will just be a bit more careful with when I click, and because that tends to cause it to freeze if I click while it's doing something that it's struggling with. But there we go. This time Korea do take Beshbalik here in the north, so that's another city for them, and another turn the Iroquois did not grab one off Texas, so that probably would now just put Korea maybe a few points in the lead. But yeah, it's neck and neck between those two. Again, it doesn't matter. Obviously, I know score's not particularly reliable. All it will do is give us a top 10, of which you can then vote on that top 10. And that, I think that's the fairest way, instead of me picking a top 10 or something. Well, you let score give us the top 10. You can vote on the order. And it will just be a bit of fun. Maybe someone will get a shout out. I don't know. Most of the picks tend to be for the same civs at this point. So if the Iroquois, there'll be a lot of people voting for the Iroquois. The rest of you might have to team up to vote for Korea if you want them to match the Iroquois. I don't know. But yeah, no bias voting. Vote for who you think's genuinely won. But for the most part, I think most of our civs are dead. We can all assume. I mean, 10 out of 57 will get through to the vote. So when you think about it, that's a lot of civs that just aren't. There's a high percentage of us probably been wiped out of it. There won't be many in the running. I think there's definitely more picks for the Iroquois than Korea as well. Something to bear in mind. Benin. Okay, I won't click Benin. Benin and Brazil. Don't click the B's. Don't click when they're up to stuff. But if anyone else is doing something, it seems to be fine. I'm sure it's fine now, but yeah, I think it's just when you click. Maybe I didn't even click properly, just got nervous. But at the moment, Benin's doing fine. The Sioux, still around. I think they've pieced out with everyone now that they border who was at war with them. So they should be safe for a little while longer. Should be able to get through this. The Corral, doing their thing. Oh, do you know what? Japan has... I'm pretty sure in the last episode, Japan was making much more progress here against... I'm pretty sure Chichen Itza fell to someone. And it's not happened here, so that's a bit surprising. Another city just fell, and I have no idea where it was. I apologise. Where the heck was that? It wasn't one of these, although this city is on the edge. It wasn't... Oh, it was this one. Okay, there you go. There you go. Madagascar falls to South Africa. However, the city of Cape Town, despite seemingly fairly well defended, could end up falling to the Congo, which would be a huge blow to South Africa and a fantastic step for the Congo. Another civ who maybe we've underrated a little bit. But even then, they are running out of units. Like, even if they take Cape Town, that's probably them done for the next 50 turns. Probably going to be running out of gas after that, running out of fuel. Just no units, going to be struggling a bit. You look at some of their neighbours. Benin look a lot more threatening now. The Songhai as well. Australia here with a lot of their unique units just stacking up on them. Samoa yet to take them out. Australia now the plane as well, so that's quite exciting. Benin pieced out with Great Britain. Still no war between Britain and the Celts. It's just not going to happen, is it? I think Britain would win now. They have the more cities. Although the population, I mean, London and Dublin are the same size. Now Birmingham's a little bit smaller than Edinburgh, but obviously once Leeds and Manchester are thrown in, yeah, Britain has a population advantage and city advantage. It looks like a science advantage as well. Or maybe not even a huge tech. It seems tech similar, but they've actually upgraded more of their units and a lot more modern privateers, first rates, as opposed to the Celts who have privateers and galleasses. So they do have an advantage there, I would guess. But that is the end of the Chinook's turn, and that will be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.